Shalom, shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who preach this word in truth and sincerity. Salutations and much respect. Shalom, shalom to the sincere and faithful believers who believe on the true names of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh, and the true name of the only begotten Son, which is Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, and who believe on this true doctrine, the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah in the Holy Bible. And according to the curses of Deuteronomy, the true 12 tribes of Israel are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, West Indians, Jamaicans, you Haitians, you Cubans, Mexicans, Dominicans, and Puerto Ricans, and their descendants through the fathers. You are the true 12 tribes of Israel, And the Israelite foreigners are those who might look like the other nations, but are actually descendants of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans through the father's seed. The laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible are exclusively for you. The promises are for you. And Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, the only begotten Son, when he returns, he's coming back for you to set up our kingdom over all other nations. But we're getting ready, to enter into Jacob's trouble, a time where the children of Israel will go through, martial law, FEMA camps. They're gonna Esau Edom, the so-called white man, will push the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. We're gonna go through famine, civil war, race war, class wars. Demons from the fourth dimension coming. It's going to be a time of great judgment. You're going to see wild beasts, Leviathan, Behemoth, sedition among men. People just going to be killing each other. This is going to be all hell breaking loose, man. World War III is going to break out. This is going to be all hell, man, because the Lord is going to judge Babylon the Great, which is America. But in this time, it's going to be a famine of the word. The truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai will be shut up, and only the elect will have it. But during this time of chaos, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is going to make his attempt to attack the man of the Lord. And this is Revelations 12 and 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman being Israel, according to Jeremiah 6 and 2. He persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child, and that man-child being Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. So the dragon, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's going to come after the children of Israel during Jacob's trouble. That's why it's coined Jacob's trouble, because they're going to target us Israelites. You see it on the news. You've seen it on the news a couple months back. It was they had reported on this sign they seen saying, "Welcome to the New World Order. We're coming for you blacks and Native Americans first." So, the Lord is putting the spirit out there. He's showing us what's finna go down. And then, they have things like Vax the Blacks. Esau Edom showing that he's targeting you, man. Bill Gates, said numerous times they want the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to get the job first. You see that he owns most of the farmland now. That's going to bring about that famine. These devils they're coming for us, man. But we know that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is on our side, and that all of this stuff going on is just part of prophecy. So we're actually wanting this to happen. We're hastening these things, man, because the quicker all of this happens, the quicker Yahushua comes and sets up the kingdom of Israel, you know, and saves the elect of our nation and restores us. But this video, I really wanted to get into this dream I had last night. You know, it's a dream, man. A dream about, you know, it's martial law, man. You know, this is Micah 5:1. Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops. He hath laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek. And you know, us Israelites, you know, who are in Babylon, which is America, you know, we're gonna experience troops invading this place, man. Because the elite of Esau Edom, you know, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and DuPonts, you know, they're going to start funding China, Russia, and the nations from the East. You know, they're pulling the plug on America. So they're finna, like, that's when all hell's going to break loose. You know, they're behind this, man. You know, Esau Edom's pulling the plug. He's getting ready to start the New World Order. And the people of America are too rowdy, so he's pulling the plug on this shit. And he's going to enforce martial law, and they're gonna bring in foreign troops, man. And in this dream, you know, the foreign troops, the things that they were doing, man. You know, it was like I was I don't know. I was running from troops. It was like it was a big old party, man. And it was nothing but us Israelites, you know, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. We was just chilling. We was in a party. And then out of nowhere, man, everybody just started dispersing and running. And it was like, it was men in those, you ever seen a movie? And like, it was like secret agents with all the gadgets and shit. So it was them, man. You know, they came in running with their, you know, their different gadgets, different guns and shit, tasers, you know, nukes and shit, mini nukes, pocket nukes. And you ever seen like in the movies when they have a target, but it's like they're trying to capture an alien, so they get the top material, you know, they get the top of the top gadgets and things to detain this alien. And that's how they were hunting us, man. Like we were aliens, man. Like we were, you know, like we were like celestial beings. Like we, you know, because we're not celestial beings right now. You know, Yahushua hasn't came and changed us. And in this dream, we were still in our sinful flesh. But the way that these secret agents, these troops were, you know, trying to capture us, man, it was holy hell. You know, they were nuking us, they were tasing the shit out of us. You know, I actually was getting tased in the dream, man. And it's like, it was all hell, man. And I'm like, man, yeah, nothing but holy hell is coming, man. And you see they have all these, the National Guard in DC, and they have it everywhere in all these states. You know, because they had that psyop with the Capitol. You know, Esau Edom's getting ready, man. He's putting his troops in boots, and they're stepping. They're getting ready, man. And it's only a matter of time before they send in the foreign troops, man. The foreign troops are not going to care about the American people, man. They have no ties to you. That's where the foreign troops are going to come in, man. They're not going to give a fuck because they don't know you, man. They're not going to care. They're not even going to speak the same language as you, man. They're going to be torturing and killing people. That's what a lot of people don't understand, man. You know? But these things must happen. I'm not saying this to, you know, fear-mongering. It's just, is preparing our soul. We must brace ourselves for this. Because the Lord tells us in the Holy Book, man, we have to through much tribulation enter into the kingdom, man. You know, we got to keep the faith through all of this. Endure. This is Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. So, you know, that's what that dream was telling me, man. I gotta prepare myself, man. You know, because lately, you know, I'm not the perfect, man. I don't consider myself a prophet. I don't consider myself perfect, man. I know I mess up, man. And I know that's the Lord. You know, he sent me that dream, man, to show me, man. You know, tighten up, man. Prepare yourself, man. Because, you know, you got harder tests coming your way. You know, it's gonna get real crazy out here, man. And that's just like the Lord showing me, you know, get right, man. Tighten up, man. Because it's finna get, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's finna get there. And we're right there, man. We're right there, man. We're at Jacob's trouble, man. You know, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, you know, you have to endure to the end, man. To be of the elect, man. The elect are going to endure to the end. It says, he that endures to the end shall be saved, man. You know, because, you know, we're heading into some crazy ass times. And people don't understand that, man. Shit's finna get crazy. It's finna be so crazy, man. You finna be seeing foreign troops just tasing, killing the shit out of people, man. Just murdering people. You finna see people getting thrown in these detention camps, man. You know, you know that bill that in New York they're passing, you know, to detain people who don't listen to quarantine laws more than once. You know, those people who keep neglecting the laws on quarantine and stuff like that, they're gonna have the right to throw you in detention camps, man. So you already see this stuff coming about, man. FEMA camps, you know, concentration camps, you know, martial law troops, foreign troops, they're coming in, man. They're gonna invade, they're gonna rape your women, they're gonna kill your children, you know. It's gonna be, you know, you're gonna see a whole lot of apparitions. People gonna be scared to fucking death. You know, it's gonna be civil war, man. It's gonna be race against race. It's gonna be rich people against poor. It's gonna be just sedition among men. You're gonna see kids killing their parents. You're gonna see parents killing their kids. Man, you're just gonna see all out hell, man. All out hell. People gonna be starving to death. Famine is coming. You know, and famine of this word, of the truth of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, man. You know. And then World War III is gonna get kicked off. Your kids gonna get drafted to the war. You know, whole lot of shit, man. There's just a whole lot of shit gonna be going on, man. And it's gonna be a time of fear and evil and great death, man. A lot of people gonna be dying. It's gonna be so many dead people, you're gonna smell it in the air. It's gonna be straight hell, man. And it's gonna be like that until Yahweh Shah returns and sets up the kingdom of Israel. You know, that's who he's coming back for. And that's what this time Jacob's trouble is meant to purge the house of Israel. It's meant to separate the 1/3, the elect of Israel, the 144,000, and the rest of the 1/3 remnant is going to be separated from the 2/3. The 2/3 are those who refuse to turn back to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua and refuse to acknowledge the fact that they're Israelites, man. So 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, Cubans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, you know, you're gonna die, man, because you refuse to come back to your heritage, which is being Israelites, man. You know, and those Gentiles in the New Testament who are to be saved, they're Israelites as well. They're descendants of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're the descendants who might look like the other nations, man. That's what those are the Gentiles who are going to be saved. They're Israelites, but they don't know that they're Israelites. You know, you can't be saved unless you're an Israelite by blood, man. You know, like I'm a Gentile, man. I'm an American. If someone were to write a book about me right now, they would say that I'm American. But actually, I'm an Israelite, man, by my heritage, man. But I've grown up in America. But I'm an Israelite. I'm a Gentile. But I know who I am now. It's still other Israelites like me who don't know they're Israelites yet. So they're still considered Gentiles, man. You know? And there's going to be some of them who might look like the other nations, because say I have a baby with a white woman and my baby comes out white, or comes out light skin, and then my light skinned baby has a baby with a white woman, my baby's going to get lighter as the years go on. So those descendants are Gentiles, man, because they're by blood, they're going to come back to me, and it's going to make them Israelites. So yes, man. So the time of Jacob's trouble, what I was talking about. So the time of Jacob's trouble, what I was talking about, is meant to purge our nation, man. And it's going to be a dark and evil time, man. A time of judgment. But the Lord promises to be by the elect's side. So we are to have faith. Like in Acts 14:22, it says, confirming the souls of the disciples, exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So we have to prepare our minds for this, man. Prepare our minds for this time known as Jacob's trouble. And this is Jeremiah 30. I'm going to start with verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that he that shall be saved out of it is referring to the elect, man. But if you go up, it says that it's going to be a time where he see every man hands on their loins, as a woman in travail, as a woman having a baby. So he see a lot of people scared as fuck, man. This time gonna be evil, man. And the only people who are going to be saved out of it is the elect of the nation of Israel. And with that dream I had, man, you know, it was so vivid, man, because I literally was, I know, you know, when you dreaming, but you actually moving in real life, man. I was moving, man. I know I was. And I kept waking up last night, man. It was some reason I could not sleep like I wanted to, man. I kept dreaming, man. And that dream, man, that's just the one dream that stuck with me. And I'm like, bro, this shit, it's finna go down, man. You know, because Israel, we're dealing with, you know, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, man. We're dealing with a cunning hunter, man. You know, they're really like, they're stalking you, man. And they're making moves without you even knowing, man. Like, as we speak right now, man, they're making moves on us, man. You know, you got troops sleeping inside the capitals. What does that mean, man? These people are gearing up, man, to fucking terrorize you Israelites, man. You are the targets. And their own people are going to be collateral damage. That shows that these devils do not give a fuck. They're going to kill their own people. That's why these Trump supporters, these Biden supporters, you know, these just regular Joe Edomites, regular white dudes, local white men, they're dumb. Because your own people, America does not give a fuck about you, man. None of these politicians care about you. The Constitution is bullshit. They don't give a fuck about you. You average white people. The upper class don't care about you either. You're going to be collateral damage because they're targeting us, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But you, regular white people, are just going to be collateral damage. They're going to kill you too. But they're targeting us, man, because we're the targets. That's what they don't understand. That's what type of devil we're dealing with. We're dealing with a devil who doesn't even care about his own people. So yes, man, it's gonna get real wicked, man. You're gonna see a whole lot of bodies, man. Whole lot of bodies. So for the hopeful elect, it's time that we brace ourselves. That's why I like to keep the that book of Acts 14 and 22 in my head, man, because that scripture is so awesome to me, man. You know, anytime I feel down, I will recite it in my mind, confirming the souls of the disciples, exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we through much tribulation must enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know? So just prepare ourselves, man. We gotta prepare ourselves, man. See, this is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Man, great darkness and destruction is coming to the land of America and coming to all the world, but specifically America, because America is great Babylon, man. You know, this is Zephaniah 3 and 1. Woe to her, Lady Liberty, the daughter of Babylon, you know, ran by Esau Edom. You know, America is that whore that rides upon the beast. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. So, in us Israelites, you know, the Negroes, Haitians, and Jamaicans, Judah, and the Israel, the Northern Kingdom, the Latinos, Native Americans, you know, we are oppressed in America together, man. So this is that oppressing city, America, man, which was built off the backs of the Israelites. Woe to her, which means destruction to her. This place is polluted. You know, the television, it indoctrinates our people with filth and sin. You know, it's just a filthy place, man, full of adultery, fornication, lies. It's going to be destroyed, man. And that the great day of the Lord, according to Zephaniah 1 and 14, is coming to this place mainly, man. This place is going to be destroyed off the face of the earth. And we're coming upon that time. So the elect must tighten up, man, and prepare our minds for what we're about to see. This is Daniel 8 and 24. This is speaking of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know, the elites, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Rothschilds. This is what was going to happen to them. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. So the Lord put these crackers in control of us because the Israelites sinned. This is our punishment, you know. But Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he did a little too much. That's why the Lord's coming for him. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper in practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. So Esau Edom, the so-called white man, you know, he put the Israelites through the Atlantic slave trade. He put us through slavery. He massacred the Native Americans. You know, he took our lands. He kicked us out of the holy land of Israel. He took it from us. The Jewish people, or the house of Amalek, the top tribe of the Edomites, the so-called white man. They took our land. They brought us over here as slaves, and they oppressed us. They shot us in the streets. They hung us. They poisoned our foods. They test on us with these fucking weird medications they put bullshit in. You know, they destroy the mighty and holy people through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He put the spirit on them to do that because he was punishing us. And this is going down to verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper. And that's what these psyops, the television, telling lies, you know, their education system, the churches they have up here, it's all lies, it's craft, witchcraft. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper. And through these laws, these the Constitution, different decrees, it's lies. And his craft against you to put you in a worse position. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. So these devils are proud. And by peace shall destroy many. And that's what this C-19, you know, they're using peace to destroy us. 6 feet apart, you need to be safe, wear a mask, but it's really destroying your immune system and all this bullshit, man. And they're the ones releasing these diseases, and they're lying about the numbers, man. And it's just to take away more of your rights. So through peace they're going to destroy many. And by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the princes. So he's going to stand up against Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, the only begotten son of Yahweh, when he returns. During World War III, when these missiles get shot off, and Yahweh Shah returns in the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord, Esau Edom has Space Force up in the air, and they're going to try and fight against them. But this is what's going to happen to them. But he shall be broken without hand. So Yahweh Shah is going to break this man. He's going to take his kingdom down, and he, through Jacob's trouble is going to be used to destroy the rulership of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. That's why we're hastening for this time to come. It's going to be dark and evil, but we need this to come so that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, can fall, man. So his kingdom can truly be destroyed all around the world. Because once Jacob's trouble kicks off, boom, boom, all the prophecy passed. They push the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, race wars, riots, FEMA camps, a lot of people, a lot of death, the 2/3 killed. You know, a lot of Esau and Edom, the heathen nations, be killed during this time. Then the World War III comes, nuclear missiles come. Then the Lord beams up the elect. He comes back, and then he that final showdown, he just destroys Esau Edom and rips power from him. And then our nation will be established, man. So we need this time to come. We need it. Because during this time, this is when our Lord, Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, makes his big return, man. This is Daniel's 12:1. And at that time, Jacob's trouble, this is the same time he's speaking on. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And Michael the archangel, he stands alongside Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. So he's going to come back with him and fight with him for our people, Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, Jacob's trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. So this time going to be real dark, man. It's never going to be as bad as Jacob's trouble. Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So the hopeful elect have hope and faith in Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. He's coming to redeem us. So we know that we have protection during this time. That's why we're not fearful of this time approaching. That's why we hasten this time to come, man. Because we know once it comes, that's our deliverance, man. That's our deliverance, and that's the beginning of our kingdom, the kingdom of the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And Yahweh Shah Hamashiach is going to be our king. We're going to have King David back, and the rest of the 12, and the 144,000 governors, and the rest of the 1/3 remnant, which are going to be the noblemen, and those the elect will be immortals, man. You will inherit immortality, man. That's what it's all about, man. You know? And through the elect, our kingdom will be reestablished. You know, the 2/3 who die on this side will come back as our babies in the kingdom. They're going to come back righteous, and Israel will be set on high, and Israel will be redeemed, man. You know? You know, this is what it's all about, man. You know, so keep the faith, man. Keep the faith. Hasten, watch, be vigilant, man. You know, because today is January 20th, 2021. They got this inauguration. They might try some bullshit. You know, it might be another psyop. You know, just keep your eyes open, man. You know, Esau Edom is moving chess pieces. He's playing the game. You know, and we're hastening the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We're hastening for all hell to break loose. We ready, man. We ready to get the hell up out of here and get in our kingdom. So, shalom, shalom.